Look at this, bro. This is insane views. Those are my slippers if you could hear that noise. Watch this. In Turkey right now, went up the mountains like 30 minutes out of the city in Antalya. But look here. I'm not sure if the camera doing any justice, but oh shit, it looks crazy. This thing, if they cut this up, this would be perfect. Because it blocks the view, like, I guess partial the view. But yeah, this shit's insane, man. Look at this shit, bro. Damn. Keep in mind, yeah, they've got like cows and chickens around here, so I'll get like fresh raw milk and eggs straight for them. I think it's like was it like $1 for 4 eggs and around $2 for a liter. So shit's insane, bro. This is the type of place I've been picturing when I've been traveling all these places. Something like this. Depends on your vibe. I mean, I'm in the middle of nowhere, you could say, but I'm doing this for work, right? I think there's a local supermarket pretty far distance. I'm not sure. So that's the only way I can get meats, which they overpriced because this is supposed to be like a tourist area. I think further down, like slides and stuff down there. But I just got some meat on my way, so I got 3 kilos for the week, and liver, a kilo of liver. So that should last me a week, and then from there, I guess I can go back down. That's 30 minutes back to the city. So CBA for that. I'd rather just pay, I guess, the extra price that they overcharge for because it's a tourist area. Yeah, it'll probably cost more anyways to get taxi and stuff down there. Taxis are crazy expensive considering what Turkey is. It's like the same as the UK, if not more. Like literally. Shit's insane, man. I've been here for like 20-30 minutes just walking and looking at the view. Stop blocking on my face. There we go. Oh my god. Turn this shit off. Okay, cool. Yeah, look at that photo view, bro. Oh my, like, I'm not sure if the camera's getting it properly, but yeah, the reason I got this place, I'll show you the actual place, the Airbnb, I guess. Inside is just average. It's just a living room, kitchen within the living room, I guess, bathroom and bedroom, but I don't care because this place is just relax in a sense and lock in mainly for my business. No distractions, middle of nowhere. I'm gonna be bored of shit, do nothing. So work is gonna be fun, right? So I don't care, bro. This place, I don't care what anyone says. This place. I mean, I've traveled to like 5 places maybe in the past. No, past 2 months. I've traveled Bali, Dubai, now Turkey. Before that, I traveled to, I think, a month before that, or 2 months, Vietnam. I feel like I'm missing one, but I don't think so. But yeah, let me show you real quick. I'm not sure if the audio's good or not. I just CBA to put the microphone on. Let me actually show you that. Oh shit, I was gonna take my slippers off. Let me show you. This is the outside, right? When I saw the outside, like, well, I expected from Airbnb. So this is the outside, right? You walk in. At least it's got tents. The reason I work with US time zone, so only a few calls would be during the day, which is the main part. Cause sitting there with a view like that for my meeting would be insane. So I guess just deal with it. But let me show you. So pretty basic, right? Living room. That's the kitchen. That's just me taking my shit out. Let's see. Awesome. Yeah. That's the fridge. Show you the meat. I haven't unpackaged it yet. It just came like I said 30 minutes ago. There, 3 kilos of meat, kilo of liver, cost like $100. Bathroom's nice. Those are things I don't really care. And bedroom. Oh, by the way, this is like a back garden. They grow like figs there, and I think it's a good eggplant. I'm not gonna have it, so it doesn't matter. Carnivore right now. If I have like, I don't. It's figs. If it was like orange, maybe I'd have it. But fresh orange from the back garden. That's cool. So, yeah, quick update. Let me just show you the time and stuff. Just to finish it off. Right, it's basically 2 o'clock. Second. Oh shit, I thought it was first. Anyways, it's the second. September is gonna be my biggest month yet. I'm looking for like 3x my revenue. I mean, you could say it's profit. Profit margins is like what 90%. So, yeah. Um, yeah, I think that's everything. It's just nice. Still hyped. Still like it. Waking up to that view every time of itself is a reason to wake up. But yeah, keep in mind I come from the UK, right? If you go to the UK, it's grey, it's like depressing. It's just no color, nothing. In nature, obviously, there's color, but just anywhere I've been to, just a city, each house has like a unique color. Each road has something colorful, something like that. But the UK is just, you can just Google it probably and just see it. It mostly shows you the best places, but you can just drop to any location on the map. Use like, I'm not sure of Scotland. Scotland's got more nature, so that's up north of the UK, so that's probably good. But south and Midlands, whatever you call it, is just great, bro. Just drop in there, trust me. Um, at least where I live, the houses are attached. It's like house there, and just a road in the middle. They're all attached like that. So it's like a prison cell, and it's great. So further confirms it being some sort of prison, and it's an island. So, well, yeah, it's a different vibe. Once you go traveling, you go back to UK, just to call out everything. Just, I don't know, it misses your vibe. Same as my other family that's been abroad. Like some of them live in China for the past year or two, stuff like that. They come back to the UK, they're like, what's wrong with people? Everyone's depressed, everyone's moody, everyone's angry. There's no color, the whole place is dull. It's like once you live the UK, if you live the UK in your whole life, you can't tell. Once you go out for a while and then come back in, and then you can see the dilemma. Is that the right word? The comparison, the difference, right? Um, yeah. So UK's trash. I don't care what anyone says, especially with the restrictions coming on. Everything requires ID at this point. Um, so you can only imagine what that's gonna lead to. I'm not trying to get into that topic, but yeah, sick view. Like just okay, wait. Just here, or like the light in focus. There you go. Just that. Um, if I just sit here, I'm making the video longer than it is, I guess, but I don't give a crap. This place is way too sick. You see what I'm saying? If they cut this tree right here, perfect view just from here sitting on the couch. Um, but I ain't complaining. It's the best I've been to. Spent thousands traveling. Um, this is the type of shit I'd be looking for. Straight up, wake up, sun, grounding, barefoot. Some of you probably think it's crazy. Well, makes no sense, but I don't give a crap. I'm not trying to get into that topic. But yeah, September should be my biggest. Is gonna be my biggest month. Let's rephrase that. October, I'll probably start growing a bit more. Yeah, but at the same time, I'll start delegating. That's what my plan is. November, start training and delegating as well, and growing just a tiny little bit, even lower than each month, gradually lower. And then December to January, the plan is to have it fully automated, 100k months at least. I mean, I could probably get that much faster, 2 months earlier. But I want to make sure if everything is going working smoothly, operating smoothly, client results done, system bug out, tracking all of that. So who knows? I could do it faster. I could get the whole like automation done faster. Um, yeah, I think 100k. Yeah, I could scale it to 300k. We'll see. But the plan right now is 100. Well, 50k obviously the next milestone. 30, 50k. Consistently, obviously, and 100k is like when I start reconsidering everything, see how the business is running, see the operations, systems, how it's going, the results, handling like I'd imagine like 50 clients. Yeah, like 50-ish clients, 45, 50 clients. Um, so yeah, I mean, if I got everything automated, then it's just a matter of volume, just increasing it. Hire better people, hire more people, same shit, continue. Input equals output, right? So we'll see. But once I get to 100k January, that's my plan. That's when I'll start taking this info personal brand shit seriously, because I actually got a few videos just locked up in this. I actually need to back it up on Google Drive just in case I break this or lose it. I just haven't uploaded it. It's been like 3, 4, 5 months old videos. Um, because there's more money to be made in personal brand info product. I'm sure you're aware. E-Man, Alex Smolzy, Ty Lopez, name anyone that you know. They went from like agency or whatever they were doing to info, and then usually to SaaS or dropshipping to make them multi-millions, right? So I guess agency gets to 6, 7 figures, info gets you to 7, 8 figures, SaaS and dropshipping gets you to 8, 9 figures, right? So that's the plan. On top of AI is coming in, so that could probably help as well. Help with delegating stuff, automations for the business, get back time, scale much faster, less effort. But yeah, I'm just talking whatever comes on my mind at this point. But yeah, that's the plan. And yeah, once it's January, like I said, everything automated. That's when I want to take my info, my personal brand seriously. Grow the hell out of that. Because I've spent tens of thousands, probably over 20,000 in programs, coaches. 90%, 95 were trash. Um, I don't think some of them purposely did. They must have known because it was so shit. But most of them, I think, just unaware how trash their course is. I don't know why. Maybe a bias, an ego, not asking people for honest reviews, because some people don't want to offend anyone, so they don't want to see the honest feedback. Maybe because they're so out for so long that they don't know what it's like to be down here, if that makes sense. Their perceptions, how they see things, how to explain things, so they can understand it. But yeah, there's loads of factors. But when I create my shit is gonna dominate in terms of value, and the plan is to obviously dominate the market. So we'll see. It's gonna be like a full on, I guess the best word is life map. Literally name anything from health, fitness, business, spirituality, family. I know a bit about that. Obviously, once I start my family, that's when I can talk from experience. But I got my dad; he can help me with that shit, that topic. Um, just reality, I guess, in general, the future, stuff like that. Pretty much every topic you could find. I want. I know they say when you generalize shit, because everyone's done it. Like Hamza, for example, he done general self improvement. You make less money once you go specialize in something unique, general, like specific. That's when you make loads of money because you speak to them more directly. But I'll test it out. I don't really care. I'll make it. Worst case, I'll make it. Just keep it and just specialize in something. That'll be the bonus. Um, but yeah, my plan is just to, I guess, wipe out all these influencers, these gurus, just from my single program, which would have everything. Because I see these guys talking about health, they're very retarded. For example, I don't eat vegetables. I know most people don't disagree. I don't care about those type of people. I don't want those type of people. Um, open-minded people, so at least an IQ, right? They can think for themselves, not brainwashed. Um, what's that saying? You gotta unlearn everything to learn. I think that's like a Jedi saying. So that's like the philosophy, the principle. So yeah, when it comes to health and stuff like that, I've seen all these guys. Trust me, I've done loads of hours before I started making money. That's just what I did, which is a waste of time, just because it made no impact on my life. So I should have done the other way around. Money, then that. I guess things happen for a reason. Probably because it made probably the humble aspect. I mean, that's just me coping right now, so I don't think so. Because if I had the money, I could pay people to do the research for me. I could pay people for the information, to gather the information, then I like dissect it, if that's the right word, and then see which one sounds more legit. because intuition does have a play in finding the answer. If you ask me, like everything I've seen, it's just I'm like shit. That has to be right. It's a good feeling, and then I check it out. It proves it. But yeah, I mean, you probably struggle with that if you have tap water and shit, or consume trash food. Fluoride calcifying your pineal gland, which is supposed to be the bridge, they say, from the physical to the spiritual, or the connection to God, in a sense. Um, I don't know what you think about that. But yeah, you got that, and then you got food that messes up your hormones, your brain power, how it works, just everything. Um, like your brain, they say it operates efficient in ketones, right? So it's pretty much carnivore, ketosis, no carbs. Um, yeah, if you're gonna have carb minimum, it should be from like fruits, milk. That's arguable, but when it comes to milk, about the carbs. But yeah, you get my point. That's yeah. I went to every little niche you could think of, any tiny specific niche. She the more where the minorities are chilling at, you find the most weirdos in there, and totally wrong. You find some weirdos, but the places, but the actual information is good. For some reason it attracts weirdos. I guess they just like being like an outcast, some shit like that. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, when it comes to health, spirituality without the BS, the gayness of it, health, proper health, where I mean, everyone should be living to 120 at least, if you ask me. Some people, I guess, the average. Well, I say that's the minimum. But yeah, you got health, you got fitness. I make videos about it, I guess, short videos. I don't see the point of gymming. It's artificial movements, nothing to do with your biomechanics, the way we've always moved. Just isolated muscle doing the same little shitty rep. Yeah, I don't get the philosophy behind that. I guess you want to just get big for the sake of getting big, and that's maybe an insecurity thing. Most likely stems from childhood, or ego thing. Probably both combined. But yeah, I prefer to be an athlete in a sense, right? Um, if you're trying to be a bodybuilder, there must be a reason behind it. So if you make money like Arnold, that guy made a legacy. He took steroids and shredded decades of his life for that. But is it worth it? If you ask me, yes, it is. He created legacy in return for no sacrificed a decade, two, three for legacy, money, generational wealth. Which is literally worth like the average person's not even 10 generation, much more than that. It's probably like 100. Like the average person, 10 generations down the line, if they were just to replicate the same shit they're doing now, or 100 generation, they still won't compete against someone like Arnold in one generation. So in that sense, it's about what Alex Mosey says. Unit of time, input per unit of time, something like that, right? So it doesn't matter how long you have time wise. It just depends what you do with your specific time. So if you live to 70, I don't know, you conquered the world like Genghis Khan or whatever his name is. I don't know if it's a true story. Don't really care. But let's just say it is. That guy lived to, let's say, 50. Underestimate. I don't know why he lived to. I don't really care. Just check. He still lived a more fulfilling and like purposeful life. Just a better life overall than someone living to 100, doing the typical 9 to 5, or back then probably be a peasant. Just slavery work. Yeah. So it's all about perception. Um, don't know how I got to this topic from where I started, from showing the outside. I'm gonna separate that maybe to two, three videos. Show the whole view, came back in here, relaxed, and start talking. That's something I actually found as like a side note. When I went to Vietnam, I was by myself. When I am by myself, for some reason, I guess I do loads of videos. I talk to the camera. My mind just works better. So I was with someone in Turkey 3 4 days. We stayed at one Airbnb. It was decent. It was outside the city. We went to the city. We liked the city. And then we stayed there for 2 3 days. He went home uh, because I think he's got some issue with his phone. But I think he's just bored, honestly. So it doesn't really matter. Because he didn't want to go this far out from the city, up in the mountains, secluded. I mean, probably is weird for two people just chilling here. Depends on your motives. The guy's probably gonna watch this video sooner or later. But damn, he was doing shit all okay. So, like, I did no work with him. Um, I mean, he scaled his business. Whatever he's making, like 50 G's a month, I think. I don't know how much he's making. Um, but yeah, so he's got complacent in a sense. And he knows it, so I don't care if he. It's not like he gets offended. We watches the video, or when or if. But yeah, like the first thing he just did is straight up just scroll for hours. Yeah, um, took phone calls, texted, IG reels. That's the shit I can think of. Wait, done. Many, yeah. He probably did a bit of work here and there. But the goal was to come to Turkey, to grind, right? Business, to shred, work out, um, look good, right? I guess. Yeah, like right now. But when I left the UK, I was 10 kilos overweight. I'm probably like 8 kilos overweight right now, 7. It doesn't look it, I guess, from my face, because my face just doesn't store fat. It all gets all stored on my hips. So even my arms, I guess, is pretty. You wouldn't think I'm like 90 kilos, but I'm not. When I left the UK, I was 90 kilos. Well, I need to get down to like 80. And then the third point, yeah, ignore the third point. That was this year, really. Just working and working out. Um, None of that daily workout shit. Like 3 times a week, 4 max. Recovery is important. And you get back your time, of course, and none of those shit 2 hour bullshit workout sessions. Those guys, I can, I can make a whole argument on that. Those guys that act all big, just those type of guys, that just 2 hours, they brag about it as if it's a good thing, only damaging your health in the long run. Some people argue there's fascia. I think I mentioned that in the video. Fascia is more important than muscle. Then you got tendons and stuff like that, and then you got those micro muscles, fibers, whatever you call them. And then muscles last. That's the way I see it, right? So the first three doesn't show it physically, but if you were to like sprint against the person, it will just blast right past you. If you were to wrestle against him, even though he might look much shorter than you, much skinnier, slimmer, he'll still take you out. So muscle is just like a big inflammation, I guess you could see it as. Especially bodybuilders or chunky. Just the way the workout routine is designed inflames it, makes it chunky, and on top of the carbs, what makes you bigger because it stores more water. All that shit, right? So yeah, if I was to do like calisthenics, is what I'm doing now because I'm trying to pack up muscle. At least it's somewhat of a natural movement, right? Full body usually was at least compound. I do full body anyways. But it's compound movements like pull-ups. I guess in nature you'd climb and then like lift yourself up. You get me? Like a muscle up. You lift yourself up, dips. I don't know when you do in nature, but you get my point. In nature, I think also again, you do wrestling. Those the perfect movement for natural biomechanics is wrestling, throwing like spears and shit, and shit. I think I forgot one more. Was it sprinting? I'm sure there's one more, but I guess just say wrestling, climbing. There we go. Wrestling, climbing, sprinting. I don't know if that was the third one. That wasn't part. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Running. What the hell am I saying? Climbing. Bro, forget. You get my point, right? I'm not sure if sprinting's categorized as like an essential type thing. I mean, obviously you'd sprint, or some people sprint. The smarter you are, the less likely you are to sprint because you don't need to sprint to hunt. You'd use your brains like traps. You'd lure them in, stuff like that. But anyways, it'll be climbing, wrestling, throwing, and just say sprinting. Yeah. So you can see the movements, the muscle use all compound, like throwing. Yeah, I don't need to show you the actions. You get my point. I'm not sure if I should make this as one big video or separate videos because I've seen these long, organic, authentic type videos perform nice. I keep looking at the camera instead of this thing, yeah. Eye to eye. But yeah. I guess. I'll think of that when I come across it when I start posting content. But yeah, right now it's 2. I start work at like 9, 10 a.m. Eastern time. It's 5 p.m., 4, 5 p.m. Turkey time. Like actually, client acquisition, looking for clients, taking calls, sales calls. Usually happens after that, but obviously I can do work whenever I want if I got something to do. Honestly, since I moved to this business model, I've never really had a day. Well, I've had several days where I got nothing to do. Right? You can always find something to do. They're like low leverage tasks, but like when it comes to high leverage tasks, or just tasks in general, like if I was just, I'd have to actually think properly and like see what I could find to do. But I mean, like if I most a lot of the days I got nothing to do, right? Just because service delivery is easy. Client acquisition I can outsource it, which I can do is like an hour or two sales calls, 3, 4, 5 hours, blah blah blah. But yeah, um, I've never had that in coaching. I had so much shit to do in the coaching space, so much, it was crazy. Some days there was so much on my task that was like, looking at that shit's overwhelming, so I did nothing for the day, right? And I get pissed off again tomorrow and do the same. So I had a few of those cycles, but now it's like trying to find something to do, which I actually did like 2 days ago, using some AI that I paid for, like $400 a year, plus 99 a month if you wanna use it at scale. Uh, Helps with everything, but yeah. Side note, I guess it's irrelevant, but that's everything. Let's end off with this nice lock in or whatever you call it. Damn, the flies are coming in the crib. Shit. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Bro, like what? There we go. Look at that, bro. Is that like the clouds? This is peace right here. The guy is gonna bring the milk and eggs to me in the evening. Because I just arrived like an hour ago, probably by now. As like one more side note, right? I'm waffling. In the UK, it's not hot. It's cold. It's warm. Well, I'm used to the cold, so it's warm for me. I just walk around with a vest and a t-shirt. I guess right now it's hot anyways, so yeah, everyone does that I guess right now. But yeah, in the UK, like I said, the color, the vibe, the weather, the skies, like blue right now. Look at this, blue. You're lucky to see blue skies in the UK. You're lucky. Literally, it's fully like chemtrailed up, or some random just clouds blocking the whole view, blocking the sun. Um, Stuff like that. It's like a compound effect. Even though I didn't do much, so I'm just chilling maybe most of the time in the house. So if I do go out, I don't know, it's a weird feeling. It's like tired or lazy in a sense. Like it's not like big impact, like very lazy, you feel it. It's like micro adjustments where you can just feel it. But yeah, fully hot, like sweating, walking, carrying my backpack, probably like I don't know how much that weighs, 5 kilos maybe, the duffel bag. Let me just show, I think I showed it before. Carry this bad boy right here. Yeah, carried that around me in the hot weather. It's more creative, I guess, because I don't know the place. So I have to Google it, find places, check this place out, check that place, Google Translate, try to communicate because they don't speak English, stuff like that. So obviously, I was doing more input, more effort, but I still got more energy. I still feel more alive. Yeah, so I guess interesting take. Yeah, cool. I'll see if I make more videos like this. I'm gonna post it as a long form, straight to 20-30 minute video, split it. We'll see. Yeah, cool, man. Peace. Bro, real quick, since I'm thirsty, right? I forgot I could actually have the tap water. Right, this water, yeah. Damn. This this, I mean, I don't have to have water I haven't had in years, but this is what the guy told me. Honest guy, I can tell the way he talks, the way everything. He's a nice guy. You can tell by his face as well. Which again is another topic I could talk about. How thoughts actually impact your face. You can tell when someone's a crook by looking at them, just because their thoughts made them like that. But anyways, as a side note, this is actually spring water. Water from the mountain, straight to the tap water. But yeah, it's like a quick side note, I guess. I can make like a whole topic for each thing I spoke about. Thoughts can actually impact you, right? So that's why I think you can tell when these crooks, these pedos, stuff like that. And then you get these like feminists and stuff. I mean, that diet probably has a play, mental aspect has a play. They all look the same, right? I'm sure everyone saw that. The feminists all look the same. The pedos look the same. Stuff like that. The crooks look the same. You can spot them a while away, especially these politicians that you see online. Something off about them, shady. But yeah, you can just tell. Thoughts is huge. It can literally kill you or keep you alive. Just thought alone, by the way. That's a topic. Another topic for another day. Obviously thought with conviction, emotion, stuff like that. But yeah, thoughts somehow shapes your facial structure, your aura. I don't know, something about it. It's more so face, right? And aura, I guess both, because I can see someone's a crook by looking at it on like a TV, even though I'm next to them, and you can feel the something in the air. But yeah, the way they think about people, the way they think about themselves, you can sense that. Or at least if at least if you're competent enough, you know, fully full of toxins, poison, shit diet, shit atmosphere, shit everything. But all you really need to do is fix your diet, fix your thoughts as well, I guess. But yeah. Um, yeah, so be cautious about your thoughts. Because I'm pretty sure if they did like some kind of experiment where you find like a pretty woman and an ugly woman, and you compare the thought difference, huge difference. Um, I mean, assuming they both got the same diet, obviously, because diet has an impact. They both do, many factors, and environment and stuff like that. But assuming everything's the same except for thoughts, I'm sure you'll see a huge effect, huge feeling. The thought is irrelevant. Some of you might think you got good thoughts, but it could have stemmed from childhood. It could have stemmed from your parents' input, what they say to you, your environment, what people say to you, which you subconsciously implanted in your head, right? So that's like your default set of thoughts, even though you don't want to diss yourself, I guess, or think negatively, right? But that's just your default set that you have. So that could also affect your look in that sense. So it could be, I mean, it depends how you see it. It's not like a direct association to your thoughts directly, your thought directly, making an impact on your face and just life in general, your reality. It could be indirectly, like someone else's influences onto you. If that makes sense. So yeah, there's many factors for each things, and I don't make a crazy ass course because I go in depth in everything. Literally live map, thousands of hours of research, crazy shit ton of money. Talk about proper unbiased research that's usually hidden but hard to find. Um, Pretty much just do the opposite of what the media tells you and you'll be good. That's basically it. That's why it's a minority thing. It's hard to find. It's hidden, like an association with the type of topics people throw away just because of programming. So there's no attractions. So it's hard to find. Yeah, pretty simple. So I believe this is spring water. I haven't had tap water in ages, so I forgot how it tastes like. But it doesn't taste like shit. It tastes pretty nice and is, yeah, I'm not sure if there's something in there. Like that soft, that's, never mind, I think that's the glass. Regardless, this shit's nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna just um, charge my shit, I guess. I think yeah. I'm always prepared, so my phone is fully charged, my laptop's fully charged before I leave every time. Um, Yeah, so I guess just do a few things, especially the AI thing that I bought. Finalize that shit, train it properly, and yeah. Let me get that view one more time, bro. I can't just end it without the view. Wait, locking, bro, locking the background, not me. Forget me, bro. Shit's sick. Yeah, peace, man.